Hello there, I'm the Biz Manager and welcome back to Satisfactory. Now my friends, today we are going to use these thingies that I'm driving right now, the tractors, to transport us some goods across the map and help us boost our industry over here. You see, we have a severe lack of iron and unfortunately because of that our reinforced plate production is quite slow. However, using this thingy, right, we are just... one moment, there we go. We are going to use that thingy to help us transport iron that we have right here next to our coal power plant. And now I am like not really sure how these things work. I know that you can program them to go back and forward using the autopilot. But other than that, it's going to be quite exploratory for me as well. Now, we need to create 2 truck stops for this thing to be able to, have a pass somewhere. Otherwise, it's a little bit difficult. Now, let's see, what do we need to make 1 truck stop? Transportation, truck station, we have like just a few frames. Well, the frames are one of the reasons why I want to do this in the first place. We don't have any materials whatsoever to create frames in the first place, so if we could get more iron, I'm pretty certain it would be far easier to achieve that. Now, we need to put this somewhere that we can then belt the resources into the second level over there. We are going to smelt and produce the resources over there. It's far easier than me reorganizing the bottom layer completely. So yeah, and truth be told, this thing is almost past its usefulness. This thing is supposed to just give us the basic resources for us to start building. The reinforced plates are part of those resources and the frames as well. But other than that, everything else I think we are going to start building on site. Once we get into the steel, we make a steel production somewhere and then we move into the other things. You probably get what I mean. Making modular factories and using the transports to ferry the resources around. Now that we have the transports available, we can do just that. But yeah, now give me just one moment because I need to find a way to put this thing close to my factory over there. Alright my friends, so I decided to put the truck stop right in here in the back of our factory because it is close to the biofuel for refueling and we have a free wall to put a bunch of elevators over there. Now I already stacked up the tractor with a couple of resources and I have a few more resources in my inventory, so I think... Can I get rid of you? Thank you. So I think I'm going to go towards that iron node close to our power situation. Close to our power station. It's somewhere around here. It's somewhere around here. It's somewhere around here. Come on, game. Wow. It's so far that the scan didn't pick it up, but I know it's somewhere around here. So, time to take the trucks with us. I already have the 15 frames that we are going to need and I have plenty of fuel on the tank, so I'll see you guys there. Alright, so here we have the pure iron node, beautiful, and we have these ugly things right there, as per usual. No one cares about you, ugly thing, go away. But it's just one, and hello? Huh. Interesting, there is a lonely slug and an entrance to a cave right there. Does my curiosity get the best of me? What kind of question is that? Of course it's going to take the best of me. Oh my lord, we came over here to do one thing and we end up doing another. I will have to explore this cave a little bit now. Ooh, what is this thingy? Is mycelia? Oh, it's that ugly thingy. Okay, I don't care about that. Anything else interesting in here? Oh, there is another one of those artifacts that make you go cray-cray. Here it is. Right there, and before this thing tells me to pick it up, I'm going to pick it up, and that way I won't be crazy. And here we go.
Picking up multiple fix-it personnel in the area. Proceed with harvest before it's too late.
No, it's no longer too late because I am already ahead of you. Anything else in here? I think I'm going to get lost, I'm pretty certain. Oh well, I was so lost that I end up in the entrance again. Oh well. I got the slug, so I'm not going to complain. We have a job to do, and that job is to go and, you know, make the iron ore go towards our factory so that we can actually expand the assembly line, blah blah blah. All of those beautiful... Holy Jesus, don't fall, please. All of those beautiful things. Okay, my friend, so I think we are going to do things the following way. We have our miner right here. It's going to produce 120 per minute. Let's put that over there because I don't care about carrying it. We can already power it. Beautiful. We need to use belts Mark II to transport all this, right? I already made a platform over here that it is connected to the coal power plant, so we're going to do something. It's going to be a little bit ugly to start with, but you know how it goes. That's perfectly fine because we are never going to be looking at it ever again. So let's go like this, and then we take through here, and then we bring it all the way over here to the front, where we are going to have our truck stop. And here we go, so the belt is coming into the truck station. The truck station actually requires some power, so let's take care of that. Bam, bam, bam. Power to the truck station. There we go, let's put that in there, because we don't care about it. We are not going to refuel the truck right here. The truck is only going to refuel back at our base. And now I just need to make a ramp over here. Come on, build a ramp. Like so, and then another one over here perhaps, so that the truck can actually leave. And that should be it. Well, I brought so many resources and we end up not needing any of them. Let's put them in my inventory so that we can clear the space for the truck, right? So that the truck can actually load up some things, and then we should do something along these lines, right? The truck would come in. It would be restocked, then it would go through here, right? I think that's where I built the ramp, yes it is, and back into our base. Now, hopefully, emphasis on hopefully, I'll be able to do this run in one go, so let's see if I can get this thing recording, right? Let's stop right in here, in the truck station. Okay, stop. Open record menu. Start recording. Are we recording? Close the loop to finish the recording. Okay, so here we go, right? Hopefully I'll be able to drive back home in any somewhat efficient path. If not, oh well, I can always try again. Okay, so we are arriving at our very first destination. Right, or in this case the final destination for this thing. Right, we load over here, and then we turn around and do the same path but in reverse, and then we'll see if everything works according to plan. And here we are, my friends. Now slowly let's close the loop. Path recording. Now you can save the path, okay. Let's see, iron to starter base. Okay, let's go over here then and enable autopilot. Load this one. And now what? Oh, I had to leave the tractor for it to go? Really? Okay, so now it's going to load the... oh, I would like to get a... can't I take a lift, bro? No, I can't take a lift. Okay, that's fine. That's totally fine. Okay, so it's going in here. I want to load, right? Load, correct. We still have a little bit of iron. There it goes. It's going to leave me behind and do some derpy stuff, but okay. As long as you are going, my friend. Let's see, can I keep up with the truck by foot? That would be hilarious, my friends. Oh, my friends, I can't believe that I could keep up with the truck throughout most of the journey. Yeah, this thing is not that fast. let's be honest. But the important thing is, will it offload over here? Okay, it stopped. Unload. Please unload. Come on. Come. Oh, there is no power. Damn it. Dum. There we go. So now we are removing the stuff. Bunch of iron ore over there. And now it's another journey back. Once again, I'm going to race the truck there. Let's see who gets there first. Well, let me tell you, my friends, this time I lost by a big margin. The truck gave me a beating. But well, my friends, at least we were able to confirm that the truck is able to do the loop without many issues. Now let's take a look over here at our station and see if we are transporting everything. Output transfer rate 364 items per minute. That's perfectly acceptable, because that thing only outputs 120. Cool, now back to base and let's belt all of those things. Okay, so in here we now have a bunch of iron. You know what I'm gonna do with it? I'm certain that you do, because I'm just going to create an elevator and bring it all the way to the top of this building. It's going to be interesting, but oh well, at least the resources are going to be there, and then we just build a bunch of smelters and a bunch of constructors to get the basic components. And after that, let's go, like so. And after that, we just build the assemblers and get all of those resources going. Beautiful, it's going to be so wonderful, because right now we are just producing pretty much nothing. Yeah, I'm not even producing the smart plates, because I haven't built them yet. Because I'm also not that interested, to be honest. I kind of wanted to get this done first, and then I could focus on those things. Alright, so we have the iron coming from there in a 120 belt, right? Which means that each smelter takes 30. If we have 120 on the belt, that means that we can sustain 4 smelters. Pretty nice. These 4 smelters are going to be pretty useful. So we are going to have the smelting unit right in here. We then are just going to put all of the inputs in one belt as well, because this is a 1-to-1 ratio, right? Which means that we are going to have a belt with 120 ingots, and then we bring that belt probably over here into this factory floor, and in here we are going to craft the basic components for the assembly area, right? We need rods, screws, and plates and more screws. Given that we are already inputting something from downstairs, we are going to try and incorporate that into our build, but other than that, we'll have to see what I come up with, because this is going to require some thinking, right? I wasn't exactly planning on building anything on top of this, and now I am, so yeah. Just give me a moment while I get all of these things organized. Well, my friends, I bring some sad news. You see, this line will actually not make too much of a difference. You see, I just look at the numbers and I came to the conclusion that 120 ingots, it's pretty much nothing, right? So we know that over here we have the 120 ingots per minute, right? And then if we go over into our assembly over here, and let's say that we want to make reinforced plates. We get 30 per minute for the plates and 60 per minute for the screws. Now we produce 20 per minute from the constructors, which means if we combine 2 assemblies we get 60. From that 60 we can be made in 3 constructors, which means those 3 constructors will need 90 ingots per minute. Yeah, that's pretty much 3/4 of the iron that we brought, but wait, there is more, because there is the screws, right? Given that we have 2 thingies, we are going to be needing 120 screws per minute, which is precisely the other 30 ingots. Those 30 ingots are going to be split amongst 2 constructors. Those 2 constructors are going to be making rods, which then we combine, split across 3 additional constructors to make the 120 screws. We are going to need all of that. Is going to require these many machines. Yep, all of these machines just to supply 2 assembly thingies to make the reinforced plates. Oh my god, this is so many stuff. Oh boy, I can't believe that I will have to Tetris all of that. It's... oh... okay, I mean, it was to be expected, but at the same time I was... let's just say that in my imagination I was expecting that we were going to be able to do more with that than we are actually going to. Well, my friends, this took a while, but it is all in place. All there is left to do is power up the machines, but yeah... Like I said, we had to organize these things a little bit better. I tried to make this as compact as possible, so in here we have an overflow line instead of a split evenly across all machines, right? Given that we are inputting precisely the same amount as it's going to be consumed, using an overflow line is perfectly fine. In here we are going to have the rods, and in those 3 machines we are going to have the plates, right? These rods are going to be turned into screws in these 3 machines. And the plates, well, they are already ready. Then these inputs are sent into the assembly area. Now, this is a little bit confusing, but, well, it's functional. And the problem was space, as you might imagine. So, yeah, we have those 2 assemblies. From here we get the screws. They get evenly splitted and get inputted right there. And the plates go through there into an elevator raised above... the equivalent to 3 splitters in height, alright, and then we have these elevators bringing the stuff back down. I even put a conveyor pole over there just to make it look like it is supported. But yeah, this is pretty much going to output us a whopping 10 reinforced plates per minute. From 120 iron in, we get 5 components out. Oh boy, and yeah, now the outputs that are coming from downstairs are all going to be utilized to make us rotors. Rotors are not going to be as efficient because we can't produce 200 screws per minute, nor can we produce 40 rods per minute. Those are weird numbers, shall we say, but yeah, with 2 machines at least we'll be producing faster than we are right now, and yeah, my friends, these are going to be... Oh no, wait, we still are missing one thing. Oh my god, I keep forgetting everything, my friends. We still need this thing. The modular frame. It requires 3 reinforced plates and 12 iron rods. It's such a weird number. But well, sure, we can just split some of the output from there into here. We are producing way more than we need, and the rods, well, we probably will have to concentrate the output. Well, we are producing some plates over here, right? We are going to stop producing plates, and we probably are going to be producing rods, and then we are going to combine those rods from that line with these rods from this line into a rotor assembler and one modular frame assembler. But well, my friends, before I get going with the modular frames and the rotors, time to connect everything to the main power line. There we go, the smelters are now producing a bunch of iron for us. This line should be at 140, it is not because these guys don't have recipe selected, base manager. And there we go, a full line of iron ingots. Beautiful, these ingots are being sent over here now. Oh, no power? Really? I thought I had connected everything, every single machine. Apparently not. There is still a few machines missing apparently. But yeah, in here we have plates, plates and plates. In here we have rods and rods. Beautiful. Okay, everything should be working. I'm pretty certain I connected everything, so machines are just now waiting on the inputs, and everything should be nominal. When it comes to power, I'm pretty certain that we have more than enough power. Our reactors have stabilized by now, and so we shouldn't have any dips in production. Cool, now I can deconstruct this thingy, doing nothing other than occupying space and wasting resource. Oh, that was the rotor one. Damn it, I wanted to deconstruct that one over there. Alright, my friends, this is quite, shall we say, temporary. It's not like temporary, it's like not optimized to its fullest, okay? we are splitting the rods coming from the line downstairs towards the rotors over there, right? And we split them 50-50, send some this way to produce the modular frames, which take like eternities. As we can see, we are inputting more than we need, so no problems there. As long as we are producing something, it's better than nothing. So this pretty much concludes all the inputs that we wanted to have over here. I think that everything else that we might need will be produced somewhere else, because I know that tier 3 stuff needs steel, but steel by itself requires so much infrastructure that I think it's worth it to build its own factory. And yeah, so over here I pretty much did nothing other than just diverting the resources completely towards the rotor thingy. I deleted the thingy producing us the smart plates. We are going to be moving that into somewhere else in a little while, but well, let's just finish up explaining this. And the reinforced plates come from here. 50-50 gets split in this place, sent over here, and the remaining is sent downstairs. And then the outputs come through the back over here, right? Here they come. Through a belt into an elevator to be inputted downstairs into our storage area. Let's try not to hurt ourselves. There we go. Elevator right there. And the storage area is right in... Oh, I almost got this jump perfect. But well. Yeah, you all have to excuse the ginormous mess that we have going on over here. Things are complicated, shall we say. But I think it's this one. Yep, there we go, my friends. We now have the frames being brought down here into our storage area, where we have all the resources that we need to build all the bases that we are going to get in the future. So yeah, let's go into our research tree over here and see what can we do. I think it's basic steel production. It requires a couple of frames, just waiting a little bit and we'll get this research going. We unlock the versatile frameworks, which is something else that we need to get the space elevator phase 1 done, and in here we get the automated wiring in the advanced steel production. We want to get these things rolling as fast as possible. This would be nice, but you know, it's one of those things. I try to avoid getting into combat as much as possible. Yeah, this is also out of our reach. So these two techs over here, the basic steel production and the advanced steel production, are within our reach. We just need to get enough frames to do the tier 3 first and unlock the basic steel thingy, right? And that is going to give us access to the produce that we need to unlock the tier 2 stuff, the advanced steel production. But yeah, these things are going to be produced in a factory of their own. Now, my friends, while we are waiting, I just kind of want to explain my plan for the future. Let me get out of the path of the truck, otherwise I'm going to get overrun. So this, like I said multiple times, this was our starter factory to get our resources going, right? We got the phase 1 project done in here because we needed the tech to get the coal, right, to automate our power, but that is no longer going to be the case. We are going to delete the space elevator and we are going to set up a factory specialized, I mean, to make components for the space elevator, right? We should bring all the stuff that we need into that particular factory. We should try to make as little inputs as possible there. We want to get all the stuff, you know, already pre-assembled and only assemble the smart plating and the infrastructure, the wiring and all of that in there, if at all possible. Of course, that if we need to get 1 or 2 constructors or assemblers there to do some of the ingredients, well, that's life. But yeah, the major objective would be to get transportation set up, so that we can transport the items that we are producing, you know, in other factories throughout the world into that centralized location for the space hub. Well, my friends, while I'm waiting for the frames, you know what, I'm going to unlock the improved melee combat thingy, right? Let's go right like this, bam, send that. We still have to wait a little bit for the frames to be done.
Inflated your pocket dimension, added an additional hand equipment slot, and have provided an improved Xeno Zapper with increased strength and range.
Alrighty, let me go grab a bunch of cables so that we can craft the new Xeno Zapper. And here we go, my friends. We now have an improved melee weapon. Oh, do you look at that? Beautiful, I say. Now, like I said, I'm not exactly one to go looking for combat, but if combat finds us, we will have a bigger stick to bash those Xenos. Alright, my friends, after a little while, we got all the ingredients that we needed. Let's go. Oh, I'm still waiting for... Oh, no, I'm not. I thought I was still waiting for the pod, but I was just missing a couple of rotors. There we go, my friends. Steel achieved.
Unlocked. Foundry grants access to new, simple steel parts. An additional project part can now be constructed. Progress to the next phase is now possible.
Beautiful, there we go. So now we can build the foundry, which should be over here. Holy Jesus, it takes frames. Of course it does. Now, I would like to see the recipe for steel, but I suppose that I will have to wait a little bit longer, or I should probably already have a couple of frames in our storage. Let's see. Alright, so let's take a look at the recipe for steel. Steel ingots. So we need iron plus coal. Oh. Okay, interesting. And then we put that in what? Foundry probably goes into an assembler, right? Or a constructor. Let's go like so. Let's put both of machines right there. Of course, the versatile framework needs to be built in the assembler. It costs frames plus the steel beams. The steel beams probably get done in here. Beams plus pipes are done in the in the constructor thingy. Let's see, 60 ingots per minute to make 15 beams. Okay, and for the pipes, 30 ingots per minute, and you can assemble 45. Beautiful ratios, I can tell you right now. Holy Jesus, it's not the worst thing ever. Because two of these, right, would produce 90 ingots, which we could then split between two machines. One making pipes, one making the other thing. The beams, the steel beams, here we go. And that would give us the 90 steel per minute. So as long as we can actually have two foundries, two constructors, as long as we balance the outputs accordingly. Now, my friends, now that we know what steel needs, we need to find iron ore. Let's go into the map. We already know that there is a little bit of iron somewhere around here. This one we are obviously exploiting, but over here, apparently there is plenty of pure iron. Isn't that beautiful? Now, if we could scan for coal and we had some nearby that location, it would be just wonderful. Or at least a little bit of coal nearby. Please, game. The game says no. That's fine. Hopefully once we move towards that location we'll have something, you know, around here or around here. I don't know. Somewhere close, preferably. Because all the other coal deposits are right here and right there. Which would mean that we would need to export the coal from all the way over here into there, and that is no fun. Alright, my friends, so in order to help future me, I'm gonna grab my trusty tractor. I built one tractor just for exploration purposes, and I'm gonna go over there just to explore. I'm not going to build anything. I probably even should bring more materials with me, but given that we don't really have like too many frames, I think it's kind of worthless. Now, I just look at the power shard over there and I remember one thing. I built those power shards for a reason. Power slugs, there we go. We found 2 slugs, right? So now we can come over here and unlock overclock production. Beautiful, there we go. We even got 1 shard to spare. And slug scanning, because why not? Probably going to be pretty useful if we want to find further slugs. And this one we need yellow power shards for we need a yellow slug for that, but that's fine, that's totally fine. And now, my friends, exploration time. Me and my trusty tractor are going to go and adventure throughout the map. Okay, so over here we have two nodes and one ugly thing. Let me just bash it open. There we go. So let me see what we have. We have pure. Nice. That's beautiful. I like it. And pure over there as well. Beautiful. In here we have 240 of iron going per minute, which is pretty nice. Now there is plenty more iron around here. If we take a quick scan, we can see that we have a little bit over there. Now, when it comes to coal, will we be lucky? Please tell me that we are going to be lucky. Come on, game, give me coal. You know you want to give me coal. Come on, game. We are not going to get any coal from here. Really? Wow! There is no coal on this side of the map. That's very, very unfortunate. Well, if that is going to be the case, then we need to adapt our strategy. I mean, we are still going to exploit these resources, no question about it. But maybe we are not going to, you know, how should I put it? Build the foundry over here, because, well, we need to bring the coal in here, and, well, then it's probably better if we do something midway between these.
Comply.
Oh no. Oh, I'm being mind controlled, my friends. I don't know by what or where, but it's trying to mind control me. Let's try to ignore it. Let's run a little bit away from it so that it doesn't try to mind control me and make me forget what I was going to say. But yeah, I think that maybe we are going to have to do our foundry somewhere midway through the iron over here and the coal over there. That's probably for the best, because otherwise I really have no idea on how we are going to do this, because yeah, no coal on this side, unfortunate. My friends, I found another drop pod that only needs a little bit of power. Guess what? I think we can provide that pretty easily. Go like so. I have like we have a little bit of biofuel. Alright, here we go. Bam, bam, bam. Come on. Open the door. Database for me. And now get me my fuel back. Beautiful. And we even have a couple of thingies over here. Some wires, some circuits, anything else? Some screws, not really like the most important thingy. More circuit boards, and that's... oh, heat sinks as well. All beautiful things to put into the awesome sink. But yeah, my friends, I think this is like a good centralized location. It's quite, well, not flat, but open, right? We can just come over here into one of these tall rocks, build up a platform all over this biome. And, well, we would have plenty of space, right? And the iron is right there. If I scan for the coal, we'll see that the coal is somewhere around here, right? Right? Yep, somewhere along this line. So this would be a centralized location. We could just, you know, build a ginormous platform, a path towards that area over there, and then a path towards that area over there, and have these beautiful thingies transport both the coal and the iron for us. And we are back home now, my friends. Now that we have a plan, let's just open this hard drive, let's scan it, and in the next episode we'll see what recipe we will get from there. But yeah, my friends, I'm already getting ready for the future. I brought the tractor over here, and pretty much I'm filling it up with a bunch of stuff, so that we can go out, explore, and build the necessary machines to get the Foundry going. I will still have to wait a little bit of time, and probably during that time I will just go around collecting some trees to make fuel for the trucks, right? Because, you know, we are going to need a bunch of frames, and frames are getting a little bit, shall we say, slow, right? And so we have to wait. There is no way around it. And yeah, my friends, I think we are ready to start thinking about creating a new factory, one with a purpose. The purpose being just steel, and we are going to do it right in here somewhere. But that's all something for future me to do. But well, my friends, I think we are going to call it here for today's episode. Probably a little bit shorter than usual, but at the same time, we got a lot of things done. We got our vehicular transportation setup going. We are now inputting iron from all the way up to the coal power plant, right? We are bringing it over here and transforming it into let's call it tier 2 parts, right, for our own personal needs and uses, which is pretty cool, although we are constructing them slowly, because we spend so much time doing other things. It's perfectly fine. They are accumulating over time, and whenever we need it, they are ready for us. And now, utilizing the lessons that we have learned today, tomorrow, or in this case in the next episode, we are going to establish a proper foundry in this location, where we are going to use tractors. Yeah, these things are tractors. We are going to use tractors to bring us iron and coal into a centralized location, and then we might even use some tractors to export them over here into our starter base so that we can put them in our storage area to use for building purposes. And I should probably also, you know, do some beautification around here. After all, we got those advanced parts. I can put them in the awesome sink and get myself a new part. Oh, look at that. Really? Okay. Here comes the tractor. Look at it going. Beautiful, my friends. Take that from your hands. But I think I ranted long enough, my friends. And, well, with all of that said, I hope that you have enjoyed this episode and that you are enjoying the series so far. If you are, please consider subscribing and help the channel grow. But in the meantime, this is the Base Manager signing out. Bye bye.